It's your boy.
And I be yelling out gang gang. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang.
At this time, direct your attention to center court for the awards ceremony. And now, the NBA champions, your Oklahoma City Thunder. The head coach is Mark Daigneault.
this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. And it's Şengün in at center. And for Oklahoma City, two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
And these teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
And Şengün throw it down.
That's the ability to see the game a step forward. Durant has it and makes his teammate look good.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
How about this, guys? Only the 5th undrafted player in NBA history to be named an All-Star. What you love is Fred VanVleet every year has improved. He's fearless. He's tough. There's nothing not to like.
Oh, my goodness. Those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect, if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Here's Williams, following the score by Houston. Misses the wing three. VanVleet outside. Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And Durant with the big finish.
Now, KD is showing a little bit of elevation.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a 5-point game, and Williams punches it home.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Thompson. Durant surveying the D. Three-pointer, VanVleet, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Durant for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. SGA's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Can't tie it up. That one misses. And here's VanVleet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. For 3, Durant. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
This is one of the best to ever do it. Simply stated, Durant is lethal from behind the arc, and the efficiency is incredible.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. City ends up going with a new group. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. The Thunder, 3rd.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Sorber. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Yeah, great timing on the denial by Capella. Able to get a piece of the ball on that one.
Now here's Holiday. Watched by Wallace. Right side, Holiday. The 3 is up. Okogie's shot is off. Thunder trail by 3. Here's Joe. Sorber controls the rebound and the putback.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
For Houston, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Outside Eason. Here's Okogie. Off target from outside. The Thunder have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Sorber. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Sorber's got his second basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Eason against Caruso. Outside Eason. The three. Pure from three-point range.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Houston. They lead by a bucket. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Oklahoma City trailing. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Tari Eason. Josh Okogie is out there with Shepard. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. Okogie's shot is off. The Thunder shooting 56% today. Here's Jang. Eason pulls it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
To the inside. Finney-Smith passes to Eason. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Finney-Smith on the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's big-time shooting ability right there, folks.
Williams misses. The Rockets lead by 3. Pass to Eason. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Jang in the post, defended by Eason. Jang gets the bucket. Jang's got his second bucket on the night. Different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Jang, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wiggins. And then for Houston, Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Okogie, and Holiday subbed in for Shepard. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Durant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Guys, back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
Up top, Durant. Watched by Wallace. Şengün passes to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. For 3. Doesn't go that time. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. That sends Kevin Durant to the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Finney-Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Eason. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Thompson outside. Durant finds Van Vliet. And another miss by Houston.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Holmgren. Capella with a block. 1:14 left in the first half of this game. The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Ooh, strong finish, SGA.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. The Thunder have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Taking it inside, SGA.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Pass to Thompson, and he lobs it up to the rim, and it's Capella with the jam.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
Here's SGA beating the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Rockets trail by 4. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Durant's shot is off. The Thunder shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Hartenstein. Here's Van Vliet. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back.
Welcome, one and all. Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half. Let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, I always prefer to start the season at home. They don't have that luxury, but sometimes the W is even sweeter on the road.
Yeah, they'll try to build up momentum before heading home for the next one.
And now back to the SGA show. I mean, the first half. It really has been all SGA.
If anyone out there is still sleeping on SGA, you better wake up. This dude is an elite scoring option. He's got the length, he's got the handles, and he finds ways to get to the rim at will.
I've seen them all. I've been awake on SGA since the beginning, or close to the beginning. He's the real deal.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP, how did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, SGA! Sweet!
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Van Vliet finds Smith. Outside Durant. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Here's Hartenstein. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
Let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together. This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Dort for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Rockets trail by 12. Takes a 3. Houston with another miss.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Brian, back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 9. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Van Vliet. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred VanVleet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Finney Smith checked in for Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Fred VanVleet. From the high post, Durant, no good.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's hauled in by Houston.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
He launches a 3. Durant, automatic at the rim.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and he converts the layup. SGA's got 8 here in this quarter.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Pass to Durant. 1:19 left in the third quarter here. Here's Eason. The 3 ball. And Houston, another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Eason against Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Eason penetrating. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. Third is Chet Holmgren.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And he makes a first. Houston making some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Okogie comes in for Durant, and it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. Oklahoma City's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Wallace misses. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Here's Eason. That one's good. This game is all even. Eason's got 10.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. And miss after miss right now. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Pass to Wiggins. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. 7 seconds left in the third. Gets it off. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Houston has possession. They trail by 1. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then it's Shepard. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Williams. Got it.
Well, Williams, because of his frame, he's very comfortable operating in the paint. This guy won't settle.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting at 49% so far in the game. Şengün passes to Okogie. No good from outside. Pass to Williams. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And the Rockets making a change here. Tate's checked in. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Caruso against Eason. Wiggins passes to Joe. And the shot's good.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Okogie. Outside Eason. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wallace. Dort, he's checked in for Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Finney Smith. Durant comes in for Eason. Amen Thompson's checked in for Okogie. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Tate. Oh, it drops in!
Oh, my goodness. The quickness of SGA, the burst. It's like a blur.
Outside Van Vliet. Deflected! SGA.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
The first free throw is good. SGA hits them both.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Van Vliet against Hartenstein. And the basket is good.
Fred Van Vliet has been a big shot maker his entire career.
Durant against SGA. No good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Van Vliet with it. Hartenstein covering. The free ball is down!
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Van Vliet with the drive. Durant fires! And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Sengun pulls it down.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Thompson. Cleared away by Dort.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Van Vliet against Hartenstein. Amen Thompson. Oh, the long ball, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's the pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Knocks down the trifecta.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
SGA fires. The three is off. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
It's a three-point game. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for Houston.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. 23 seconds left in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
SGA. Oh, missed on the tray. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't hit it. And that's an intentional foul.
Chet Holmgren. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Houston.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough on the miss.
1 for 2.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. SGA nails it. And so they foul intentionally.
Thunder foul. Isaiah Hartenstein.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for the Rockets, Fred.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. And he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that stretches their lead to 8. And so it's Houston winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd. It was loud as soon as we stepped on the floor. So, you know, we're just trying to play our brand of basketball and then just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Kevin Durant.